106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Wow! Hey, Slim! My thing is bigger than the whole boat!
Good morning, and welcome back to the Blues Brothers Minute. This is your one-stop shop for listening to us talk about the Blues Brothers 2 minutes at a time. It's very early in the morning, and I'm Tom Taylor, and I'm here with my other early in the morning friends, Mike DiMaria.
Yes, it's what, 6 a.m.? A little after 6 a.m.
A little after 6 a.m., Mike.
Why are we going so early?
We're going so early because of our friend Dan Lewis, who is joining us from France.
Yeah, I have to disagree that it's early. It's a nice sort of a midday, we say après-midi kind of thing. Yeah, it's
I remember that from
a little
middle
after
school.
1 p.m. in about a 97-degree Paris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
One time I was in France, it was extremely hot.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Fun fact.
Okay.
We are here in all these different time zones to talk about this next section of the movie. I think it's minutes 50. I don't know if I keep saying the numbers of the minutes. It's 55 and 56.
Who cares about the minutes?
Nobody cares.
I didn't even think I watched the minutes.
Oh, really? Well, let me tell you what happened in them. The Blues Brothers, having parked their car in their magical electronic cave, whatever it is, walked to the hotel under the observation of Carrie Fisher, who fires at them with a big crazy cannon thing. They brush it off, go upstairs, say hi to a guy named Sam, and walk into Elwood's hotel. Mm-hmm. And it cuts off right before Mike's favorite line. We apologize.
Yep. That's about it.
Minute, then.
All right, never mind
really
that
good.
shit. Never mind that shit.
I don't get to talk about Carrie Fisher being a female Buck Henry? Okay.
Go ahead.
As Mike is watching the minutes, I'll tell you about my vacation, which it's impossible for it to not be nice in some ways, but in other ways has been a complete and total disaster.
I understand. I just came off such a vacation.
Start with the nice, I guess, first.
No, the nice is all given.
How
it might be nice to go to Normandy for a week, and then how it might be nice to then go to Paris. Of course, it's nice. It's nice. We know this. But
that's why people take these trips.
So I'm in Normandy for almost a week, and I'm cooking. I'm making different things. I'm doing this and doing that. Then I decide to on Friday barbecue a rack of lamb, and I turn the coals over. I put a couple of coals. Managed to not go into the Weber grill, and they're sitting on the ground. And then I go around the grill. I'm in bare feet. I go around the grill to do something else. So like I put the grate on over the hot coals, and then I go back around to get out of the way of the fumes, which are I'm downwind of. So I go back around, forgetting, or really not even realizing that I have dropped a couple of coals on the ground.
Boy.
I step on one with my left foot, realizing that I'm now experiencing level 11 pain.
Yeah.
I shift all my weight to my right foot onto another hot coal.
Oh my God.
Which then burns me like in Raiders of the Lost Ark in that kind of very permanent way. I wish it were fire, because fire's not as hot as one of these things.
Oh my God.
And then I went to the hospital in a town that I cannot pronounce, which just shows up a lot in World War II history, called Caen. Caen. My girlfriend's telling me that it's Caen. It's Caen. 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 And I went to the emergency room in the middle of the night to have a tetanus shot. And I was there late, and I now am in Paris and can't walk. But luckily, it's not known as a great walking city.
Right. Wait, now you say you can't walk. How are you actually ambulating around? What are you doing?
Well,
you're on crutches, or you're in a wheelchair?
Now let me explain to you the difference between. There are many things I love about France, and like a lot of people who travel, a lot of naive Americans who travel there, they think I want to move here. But anyway, I go to the pharmacy down the street. trying to figure something out, and we ask for a crutch. I forgot the name for a crutch.
Becky.
Anyway, so I go to ask for a crutch. I'm trying to use my French or whatever. And I go to ask for a crutch, and she brings a crutch back and tells me that it's €9 for a crutch. Okay, which is, first of all, I think in the U.S., crutch is $11,500 or something.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's €9 here. But then when we tell her that we're staying in the hotel across the street, we're in the Saint-Germain-des-Prés neighborhood, which is very nice in France. And she goes, "Oh, you're staying in the hotel across the street. Why don't you just borrow it while you're here and just bring it back?"
Wow.
So,
fantastic.
Jesus.
So I'm borrowing a crutch, and I have to wrap my foot, and it takes 10 minutes to put a running shoe on, which gives me a little more support. But then every step is a nail being driven straight through my foot. It is completely awful. I'm avoiding anti-inflammatories and painkillers because I want to drink French wine and Pernod and shit like that.
You're making your choices.
So I'm sitting here, and as you know, just before we podcasted, I feel like I'm carrying on here, but I don't give a shit.
It's all right.
Just before we podcasted, I was sent down. This sounds worse than it is, but my girlfriend sent me to the wine store because she's working right now.
Doesn't sound that bad.
Well, I'm just saying, for me to go to the wine store that's 2 blocks away takes literally a half an hour. It's not
right.
The lift itself takes, just to go 6 floors. The old lift from the hotel takes like another 5 minutes. You know, so
the lift that's like designed just either for making out in or having a fist fight.
Exactly right. Or if you're Marlon Brando, both. Anyway. So I go down to the wine shop, which has a nice little boutique-y wine shop that we saw. It looks so beautiful. It looks like, and I'm, as something of a wine douchebag, I want to enjoy these sorts of things. So I want to go down to this nice wine shop, and I go down there and I hobble over there for like a half an hour down these cobblestone streets, and I get there and they're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. So I just turn around and hobble back and get a bottle of red wine from the hotel, and I'm.
It doesn't pay to be a wine douchebag.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's
don't
depressing.
do it, kids.
No, don't step on coals. Don't be a wine douchebag on Mondays or Tuesdays in France. And
so I've had
I guess don't travel.
Never
don't
eat
travel.
Spinach
don't
with
leave
a stranger.
Your home. Yeah, never eat spinach with a stranger. Never
I've had
give
a hard
sucker
time though.
an even
If
break.
I just might add, I'm in a bad mood in one way, but a good mood in another way. It's very weird. Because I've had a real challenge of the moment I realized that I have ruined my vacation, just ruined it.
Yeah.
It was so heartbreaking. I haven't been on a real vacation in years, and I went to Paris 16 years ago, and you know how much jogging I'd be doing in the morning and how much walking I'd be doing and all this stuff. It's all dead. It's all gone. It's not happening. And to go to dinner is painful and awful. And it's like, on the one hand, I want to be so pissed off. On the other hand, you are here and you have to make the most of it. So I've been very challenging myself to think, listen, you just need to accept that it is gone. Work with what you have.
Right.
Just accept it. It is gone.
This is what you got.
This is what you have.
Well, it's admirable. And also, isn't
challenge.
it kind of fun in a way to be furious and angry and disappointed? On some level, isn't it not fun, but isn't it kind of there's like you can get kind of comfortable in your grumpiness or something.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not saying you trade that for a nice stroll to the wine store and having them be open and then you go for a jog and stuff like this. But,
it's,
like you say, you work with
I don't know what Tom is saying right now, Mike. Maybe you can help me out, but I think he's saying that that it would be worse for me somehow if everything was perfect right now. And
No. I wouldn't say that.
No, I think he's saying maybe this makes it even more memorable.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, surely I will not forget the time that I stepped on a blazing hot coal on my foot
twice
and burnt it beyond recognition.
Yeah.
And can I just add one little detail?
Yes.
I was obsessed with making this rack of lamb, which I had ordered from the butcher myself and done all this whole thing in France.
Oh, boy.
And I had covered it in herb and all the rest of it and done this really good job of searing it and then putting it the other side of the coal. And as we left for the hospital, I told my girlfriend's father, I said, here's my girlfriend's name is Omaya. She wants me to stop saying my girlfriend. She's
a
I gave it
person,
to
Dan.
Omaya's father, and whose name is Adib. And then I said,
Mhm.
here's the meat thermometer. When this hits 120, take it out. Okay? And then I go to the hospital for 4 hours. And I come home from the hospital, and it's probably 1 a.m. or something, and we're like, just want to have some Calvados and get loaded and go to bed maybe. But apparently they never cut into the lamb. They didn't want to do it without me there.
Oh boy.
So at 1 a.m. I cut into this cold lamb, and it was utter and total perfection. It was like the greatest piece of lamb
God.
I've ever had in my life.
Oh, nice.
And I felt sad though that nobody bothered to eat it. If they just would have eaten it, I would have been so much happier.
Gosh.
Anyway.
That was a roller coaster right there at the end, because I was fully expecting that story to end with, the guys didn't even touch it was burned to a crisp or whatever's raw, whatever. They totally messed it up without you there. But then, hey, no, it was perfect. Oh, and the sad part is nobody got to enjoy it. So there was a nice little whoop-de-doo at the end there.
Right. Anyway, I'll stop there, but I'm pretty pissed off about it. And let me just.
I want to comment on the fact that you were in France having a half-rotten but struggling good time, but you're in France. You're over the ocean. I am maybe 5 miles from Mike, and he sounds like like you said, like he's at the bottom of the ocean. I think he didn't plug in the right mic, but we're early in the morning. We're all kind of scrambling.
Right mic. I did. Just hang on a second.
Well, it says it's your built-in microphone or something. I don't know.
Mike
all right, well,
sounds like he's in a giant.
I'm not talking
can.
that
all
much
right.
yet. Just give me a second, all right?
All right.
Everybody just fucking chill out.
Professional operation.
We will. Can I talk about the minute for 1 second? The minutes?
Yeah, go ahead while I do this.
While Mike's doing his stuff?
This will fix everything.
Okay. I'm excited. Carrie Fisher, had she not been in Star Wars and been overshadowed by the massive success and fandom of Star Wars, would be to me like a female Buck Henry. A kind of very intelligent, cool writer/actor who shows up in almost everything, and as you find out later is behind the scenes of almost everything. But we don't think of her that way because of Star Wars.
Right.
There.
I agree with you. She has many screenwriting credits, right? And she's often like punched up scripts and helped out, brought in as a professional, almost like a session musician.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know much about Buck Henry, though.
I couldn't give you a full resume, but he's like, he wrote The Graduate. He wrote other stuff. He co-directed and was in Heaven Can Wait, one of the best movies ever made.
But all I remember from him was, I don't know whether it was Saturday Night Live or one of those other skit shows where he had a little segment called Buck Henry's Bikini Theater.
See, I don't even remember that. I remember other stuff.
And Buck Henry was like a guy with glasses, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of reminded me of somebody else that kind of looked like him. Oh, anyways, yeah, I just remember Buck Henry's Bikini Theater.
Yeah,
and it was like
he's a funny guy.
Yeah,
smart guy. Yeah, and he just showed up all the time. And I sort of feel like Carrie Fisher here with her bazooka is kind of like that in a way. But you don't think about it because she's Princess Leia.
Yeah, right. It sort of overshadows. Well, it might be. I mean, Star Wars has sort of done this a lot with people. I mean, what would Alec Guinness be known as if not for Obi-Wan Kenobi? I mean, he would certainly be well known as a very accomplished stage actor and all these other things. But instead, he's Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's a dude in a robe.
He's an action figure. Yeah. Bridge over the river, what? Give us Ben Kenobi.
Oh, that guy. Genuine class. Yeah.
Tinker Tailor Soldier, what?
So since you're hobbling and you can't get around much, what city are you in again? You're in Normandy?
I'm in Paris now.
Oh, and then you're using that as your base, right?
3-4 days. No, I had spent a week in Normandy, drinking Calvados and cider. They do cider so much better there than anything that you could have. You're gonna go to these stores and get the wicked whatever stupid cider. Believe me, there's no comparison. Ale. And just we had sort of a what was it? Sort of like a manse or a big house with lots of rooms and a pool and a hot tub and a sauna. It was great. Oh. Man, was it great. beautiful countryside, all that. And their D-Day beaches are nearby, and that's all very interesting. That got me watching lots of scenes from movies and things like that and reading about it a little.
I was just going to say, you're the second person, I think, this year who had a ruined France vacation, who was near the Normandy beaches. My father-in-law and mother-in-law went to France, and his big thing, he really wanted to see the Normandy beaches and everything. And while he was there, he got really sick and spent most of the trip in the hospital and didn't get to go to the beach. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're kind of cursed.
The beaches?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Those blood-soaked beaches, you think they're cursed?
Well, there was a question while we were here about, because one of the people that was here, which is Omaya's sister's husband, Gunther,
That's your girlfriend.
He's into the beaches and things and in the history of it. And we had this whole discussion about whether it was appropriate to go have a nice day at the beach there, or whether people don't, in fact, do that.
Yeah.
And we didn't really land on a clear answer, although from my perspective, there is no reason to go on with this fighting and do all this stuff if you're not going to be able to enjoy a day on the beach later. I would think that the soldiers would want that.
What did those guys die for?
Yes, but that was not a consensus.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They're like that's a different place. That's a
right.
It's got a different.
It's hallowed grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you went to see it, what were people doing there?
Well, I didn't go to see it because I wanted to have a nice day at the beach. So
there you go.
I went to.
They were looking for shells,
Cabourg.
but not that kind of shell.
There is a town, Cabourg, on the coast there, that's just east of all the D-Day beaches. And it's just like a beach town that was, incidentally, Proust's favorite vacation spot. And there's a statue of him there. And it's a beautiful beach town, like people walking around in flip-flops and boogie boards and just very, very beautiful sort of hotels all along the beach.
Well, of course.
Yes. And I swam.
That's what they died for.
Of course, this was all before I stepped on a hot coal, ruining my life and the lives of those around me.
That's horrible. Are you ruining the lives of those around you? Is everyone else feeling the weight of your? Yeah.
I'm affecting them.
Sure.
I will not name them, but there are young children here who, without some of the social niceties that adults gain, would say things like, "Can't you walk any faster?" and "Why do you have to be so slow? And can you not come to dinner, please?"
Why are you such a pain in my ass?
Why are you ruining everything for everybody?
How do you say jerk in French?
And keep in mind, these people did not eat the lamb. Had they eaten the lamb, they would have understood why I ruined everything.
Well, is there any kind of like padding you can put on the bottom of your foot or anything to make it a little bit more?
It is a constant balance. So anything pressing against it, even lightly, feels as though you've been shot through the foot with a Luger. Okay, so it's like it's just awful. So that if you put a shoe on, the pressure itself is so awful that whatever you gain in padding, you lose in that. There's just no comfort. There's no sleep.
So you just probably keep the shoe off. That probably
if I
feels
can,
better, right?
And I put stuff.
That lamb was your Normandy, wasn't it? That lamb was your D-Day. You gave your feet so that they could have that lamb, just as those men gave their lives to
I was trying to avoid the comparison, but it is an obvious.
It's a one-to-one comparison. It's clear as day.
Well, maybe you might as well just like walk outside and sit at a cafe and just.
I've been trying to do that, but again, else go do just having the shoe on and the clock is ticking. Yeah. I've got about 2 hours.
Is there some sort of like, I don't know, slipper or wrap, something much lighter you can put on once you get to a place and you don't have to have shoes on?
I don't know.
It's France. You can get away with anything.
Sock on.
No, you can't get a sock crutches. On. Forget the
Just
sock.
Say, hey, I'm a filthy American. I'm going to take my shoes off and put my feet up on your deck.
Get a Hawaiian shirt and a cowboy hat and just set up shop at a cafe.
Did they put a bandage over it?
Too small. What's that?
I'll take your tallest glass of ketchup.
Did they have Did they put a bandage on it?
They gave some gauze. They gave us some gauze, and they said, like, just let it air out when you can, but otherwise pat it if you're going to be walking around. And they gave.
What's the prognosis?
I don't know what the
prognosis is.
Will you ever walk
again?
In my mind, I'm never going to be better. I feel that I'm going to lose the foot because of
That's not
infection.
going to happen.
That's funny. That's why I'm laughing. I bet you won't lose your feet.
Maybe I should take a photo.
You will make
of
lamb
it
again.
Put it
Yeah,
on the
post
listener's
that.
hole. It's really bad though. It's gross. You shouldn't put things like that up on like public forum.
No.
We won't post the Vic Morrow helicopter accident, but we will post the soles of your burned feet.
By the way, did you happen to go back to see the Vic Morrow thing?
I did not.
Oh,
no.
good.
I did not.
Tom never watches anything I tell him to watch or anything I tell him not to watch.
No, he just hangs up.
Yeah, I hear the word watch come from Dan's mouth, and it just sort of shuts something off in my mind.
Okay, speaking of Carrie Fisher, back to it. I noticed that the Blues Brothers came out on June 20th, 1980, and that Empire Strikes Back also came out on June 20th, 1980. Was this mentioned before?
This was not mentioned. I didn't even know this.
They have the same release day.
Wow.
So, boy, was she big time at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it must have been very interesting for people to see her in this film.
That bazooka thing she fires, whatever it is, the sound effects that it makes are clearly like the identical like laser sound effects from Battlestar Galactica.
Right.
And perhaps the 80s Buck Rogers as well. I'm not sure. But did they have to put something like that in because Princess Leia was firing it? Or is it just like
they had that in the can, probably. That's like one
exactly. Yeah, it had like a bucket of sounds.
It's from the stock
sound.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And also, I don't think anybody else can weigh in it, having not come in on the USS Nerdlinger. I don't think Mike or I even noticed that this was also.
I'll put this up on some other show's board or something. Yeah, with more proper Nerdlinger isms.
It's not even on my radar.
You don't have the vocabulary to even discuss this.
Right.
Speaking of vocabulary, the sign for Elwood's hotel, it says men only, hotel men only, transients welcome.
Yeah.
Now, is that, I honestly don't know. Is that strictly a gag? Or was there ever a time when the word transients was used?
Transient hotel means people who are just passing through.
So they would just say that. That was like, it wasn't like a knock against somebody. It was just like, hey, you're passing through. Come on in. It wasn't like, oh, you're a transient.
I think I've seen that before, and I think it was a more common thing.
All right. Asked and answered.
A hobo Hilton. But Elwood's there for to stay.
Yes, but see, to me, that almost looks like it says Hobo Hilton or something to have it say transients welcome. But I guess that's a thing, or it was a thing.
Plymouth Hotel.
Yeah, fancy.
It's like putting hourly rates on there. You're basically saying, we are seedy.
Yeah. Right, but it's just spelled out like hourly rates. You have to do a little bit of math to be like, oh, I see what's going on there. But like transients welcome. All right, passing through. Don't have a job necessarily. Low on cash.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah.
I'm seedy.
Right
You're seedy.
Right. Let's all just agree.
Let's call the whole thing.
Can you imagine
a
Chicago that was this gritty? Is a different world, isn't it?
And this is like we determined last time. This is like, this is like in the loop. This is the heart of the loop, apparently.
Yeah, I think this is this could be Wabash because they're going underneath the L tracks.
Right.
Wabash. Yeah.
So like South Wabash, like down by Columbia College, or I'd say even south.
Yeah, where the Tower Records used to be.
Yeah, because you can't the Tower Records.
Ages ago. Back in what we used to call the 90s.
Oh, I don't remember Tower Records being down there.
Oh, yeah.
Because once you pass like Roosevelt Road, I think the L train is gone there.
Yeah.
So this is South Loop. This is like Roosevelt or Harrison.
Well, according to waymarking.com, Plymouth Hotel for Men Only and the Blues Brothers, it gives you actually like coordinates, like numerical coordinates. But it does appear to be on Van Buren and South State. So South Loop, like you say. And it says that under the L tracks, the movie site that once was a seedy location has now been transformed into an urban park.
Huh. Wait, so those buildings are gone?
Oh.
I don't know, but it says Pritzker Park.
No.
I think I might know sort of where that is. Isn't it there's like a building sized block that's kind of empty and like with park-ish stuff down there.
It's probably
maybe.
it's probably like those urban,
Like I know.
yeah, like you said, urban park where it's right in the middle of, like, surrounded by buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The kind of cool stuff you see in my opinion, cool stuff that you see in cities like Chicago.
Yeah. The world's changing, fellas.
Yep.
Yeah, get on board.
Right.
Wait, you're bored, or you need to get on board?
No, you got to get on board. The world's changing.
All right. Otherwise, you'll get bored.
By the way, would this not be right next to the stunning Harold Washington Memorial Library? Crimson red library with big green
around the corner.
Gothic, not Gothic, but gargoyle type fixtures with dragons and crazy looking library.
Yeah. It's a big, cool building.
Post it. Put it up.
Look it up. Hey, getting back to Carrie Fisher for 1 second, I just need to say I never found Princess Leia to be like a sex symbol or anything, or like, she was never like my first crush or anything. A lot of people say like, oh, Carrie Fisher, the first time I found out about girls or something. But I never thought of Princess Leia that way, but I do find Carrie Fisher to be very attractive in almost everything else she's in.
Huh. That is weird that's... Mike, does that strike you weird for him to be saying that of all people? Didn't find her attractive in
what that she's
in Star Wars?
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't.
She had a metal bikini on.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was Star Wars. It was.
It's a different world.
I think even as a kid, I was like 12 by the time Return of the Jedi came out. So
it was formative for me.
I had other options by then.
It was formative for me. She's
really?
pretty stunning.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then later, when I found out,
maybe if I had seen Return
of
the Jedi when I was slightly younger,
and so fun and kind of very, very, she's just a smart and a writer and all the rest of it. It just only adds to it.
Maybe that comes through more in other roles that she does, which are almost always like kind of small, kind of supporting things.
Yeah, I don't know if she ever had
but maybe that comes through more than in Star Wars.
Right.
So how are you gonna dance? How are you gonna get your Paris fill if you can't walk around?
Yeah,
I told you I'm not. It's utterly busted vacation in that way. Do you ever see?
Well, why don't you get like I said, go to the.
Did you ever see the movie Tin Cup? Have we talked about Tin Cup?
No,
it's come up, but I've never seen it. Now I can't. Thanks for saying it, Dan. Now I can't see it.
I was telling my girlfriend Omaya about this. Is that Tin Cup in the movie Tin Cup? It's a stupid movie that is made, but it's made by Ron Shelton, the guy who made Bull Durham, a movie I love very much. But Tin Cup is not really as good of a movie.
Also, I've never seen it.
It's about this like down and out golf pro, Kevin Costner, who's kind of rough around the edges, and then you got Don Johnson is like the really slick one, and you got something like that. And then his caddy is Cheech Marin.
For a split second, I thought you were going to say Don Knotts. Don Knotts,
that'd be great. Andy, I shot a 12 under par, Andy. No, but he goes off. It's sniffing like he does. No, anyway, Cheech Marin is his caddy, and there's this whole scene in the movie that's like always resonated with me and another close friend of mine, is that he has this scene near the end where he's trying to make this shot, and he's winning this tournament against all odds, unknown out of nowhere, tears in his eyes, I guess, and he's shooting, and he has this water hazard, and he tries to shoot past it, but it goes in the water, and they said, okay, that's fine. You're still a few strokes ahead. Just lay up in front of the water and then do the conservative thing and then put it on the green, then put it in the hole. You'll still win. And he goes, no. I know how to do this shot. I've done this shot before. I'm doing it. So he does it again, goes in the water. Then Cheech Marin is like, what are you doing, man? Like, you got to do it. You got to learn to be less like off the cuff, loose cannon guy. You got to learn to be more conservative and do this. And he's like, no, I know how to do it. He does it again, water. You see this is going. He melts down and lets the entire thing be ruined because he's convinced I can do this. Right? It's not really an apt comparison, but I use it all the time in life. There are things that you just tin cup. You just go, no, I don't give a shit. I know what the right thing to do is. I'm doing it the way that I want to do it. That's it. There's no changing it, right?
So I decided now?
Yeah. Well, not right now, but maybe it's not an apt comparison, but in my mind, I'm coming back next year. Instead of going somewhere new, I'm coming back to the same spot, and I'm doing this the way that it should be done, or else
Making that lamb again.
Yeah.
You're going to do the lamb again this time with a propane
I'm going to do the lamb again with shoes on. I'm going to go to Normandy and do a lamb and there's famous lamb in Britain.
This time at a restaurant.
Because it's famous for feasting on the salty grasses from the English Channel, from the English Channel air. And I'm going to make the damn lamb with shoes on. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go jogging and I'm going to buy wine. And Cheech Marin can't stop me.
No.
Right.
It's not going to talk you out of being you.
Or you can just
Cheech Marin.
Or you can go sit in a cafe right now and drink your Pernod. Or Pernod, however they say it. And then
you don't pronounce anything in words. You pronounce half the word.
Okay, as I was saying, you go sit in a cafe. Go sit in a cafe, open air. Bring your laptop and watch an episode of Rick Steves' Paris, and just do the tour that way, and just be done with it. Say, you know what? I'm in Paris. Mm-hmm. I'm watching Rick Steves' Paris. I'm seeing all the sights. I have a nice drink. You know what? Next year I'll go somewhere different. I don't need to tin cup this again.
Nope. See, that's what you're doing. You're playing the Cheech Marin part right now. You're saying, here's the sensible thing to do, given the situation. And I'm going, no, bullshit. Yeah. I'm coming back next year, and I'm redoing it. And F that.
It's like you don't even believe in Dan, Mike. What's the matter with you?
Renee Russo believes in me, and she's in the crowd.
She's going to put you over the top.
Tin Cup.
You're soaring on her feelings.
Tom, you don't need to watch Tin Cup.
This is a dumb idea, but would you ever...
Yeah, right.
He is. He's Look at him. Look at him sitting there being well adjusted. Would you ever go the wheelchair route for some parts of your thing? Like, we're going to traipse around the town. I could actually get around
it's
more easily.
It's not that easy even. It's a very, I don't know if you've been, but where you have all these sort of cobbledy streets and then you've got these very small sidewalks.
Yeah.
When I say small, I mean a sidewalk that is perhaps 1.5 feet wide, 2 feet wide. Where
they had brilliant civic planning 300 years ago.
So it's just one of those things.
Dan's injury is not visible enough to get into a wheelchair. People are going to look at him like, well, where's your big cast? Where's your really fucked up leg? You know, and they're going to...
Well, that's why he has the Hawaiian shirt on and the cowboy hat. So he's like, I don't care. I'm rolling around Paris.
Well, then you would just have a rascal, an electrified scooter.
Oh, that's true. You should live it up, Dan.
Yeah.
Full rascal.
I can't do it. I thought of maybe they have those Lime scooters and stuff.
Yeah.
But the issue is just having a shoe on at all.
Yeah.
I did go to the Picasso Museum. And I went to the Musée l'Orangerie, which is like orangery. You know, they used to have orange groves there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right by the Seine or whatever. And they have that there. And I saw Picasso's and Matisse and Cézanne, and it was
nice.
Incredible, the treasures they have here. I just can't even believe it. Sounds trite to say it, but I mean, it's like every inch of it is amazing. Yeah. It's incredible.
Have you been to the McDonald's on the Champs-Élysées? I recommend it.
Did you go to the...
I say that as a joke, but I've actually been.
Did you go to the Louvre?
No, that one tends to be... I had been there before, so that's one reason. Another reason is that...
So you've been to Paris before?
I have, 16 years ago. But Paris changes a lot in 16 years. All the buildings are different.
Well, that's true.
They've got new cobblestones in. The Eiffel Tower
they trade out all the art at the Louvre.
Eiffel Tower is made of recycled aluminum, so it gets recycled every few years. It's a new Eiffel Tower, sort of like how they say your body is new cells every...
Yeah.
You know, like a
But they age it each time.
And the Eiffel Tower gets rusty. They replace it every spring. So it's just one of those things, and I want to come back.
They replace it piece by piece, or do they just do a full replace?
They strip it down under a big...
They close it for like a month, yeah.
Yeah, there's a tent. And it's only... not a lot of people realize this, but it's only about 50 feet tall. It's shorter than the one they have in Vegas.
It's all
which is much
perspective.
more spectacular.
Mm-hmm. Well, everything is in Vegas more spectacular.
No, but in reality, the Eiffel Tower is absolutely amazing. It's 1,000 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's almost as high as it's in that kind of Sears Tower Hancock building level.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Did they ever replace the roof that Superman blew off when he was getting that bomb out of there in Superman 2?
Or
do they leave it like
it's
sort
one of those
busted
things.
in honor
It's
of that?
just like the D-Day beach. Should you replace the roof, or should you commemorate the roof where Superman blew it out of there?
I heard they put some crass gift shop up there with little keychains of Superman busting the top off and stuff. And
this is not the original.
People aren't into it.
This is not Christopher Reeve, right?
Oh, it is.
Which one?
The second one, Superman 2.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
There's some terrorists, and Lois Lane is stuck to the bottom of the elevator, and yeah. Famously reconfigured after they fired Richard Donner from the first one, who's supposed to direct 2 as well. We'll get into that later. That's a few years down the line.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I hate to say it, but I have to go. This is my heart out.
This is terrible.
I'm going to be late for work now.
We haven't talked about anything. She goes up. She tries to shoot them with this, like, basically, it's almost like a 5-chambered bazooka.
Yeah.
And I love how
it's like a bunch of pipes tied together with technology.
And I love how they stop and they dust themselves off, and then the Peter Gunn theme starts right back up, and they go up the stairs, and it's just like they encounter this all the time.
Well, it's business as usual.
I have a slight critique of that moment, though.
Go ahead.
Do you like Elwood literally shrugs as they're dusting themselves off? They look at each other and Elwood sort of shrugs. Do you kind of wish he didn't shrug? Like that they paid even less attention to the whole thing that happened, that they don't even shrug?
Yeah, I think I like the shrug. I'm not sure. I can see it both ways.
I feel the same way.
Well, I don't know how I like. I mean, this whole side, the whole side story. I don't even like the side story. Like I could just do without
with Carrie
it.
Fisher?
Yeah.
Really?
I could just do without it. I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but it's just like, oh, here she comes again. She could try to kill him.
Yeah.
They're going to ignore it.
I think it takes up.
Yeah.
It takes up little enough movie time, and then the payoff of all that, her last scene later on in that tunnel, is good enough that I like it.
Yeah. But I can see what Mike's saying too. It's kind of
sure.
The movie's just like Caddyshack is pretty cobbled together.
Yeah.
Yes, but it seems to be more professionally cobbled together or something.
Well, yeah, you gained a little bit of skill.
Well, they also had professionals working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They know what side of the camera to look through.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I mean, that's really all that needs to be said about it.
Yeah.
It is. I'll just say also, isn't her suddenly pulling out a bazooka is a kind of airplane type joke. At that moment, it's very surprising. Kind of
airplane-ish.
And it's like watching Top Secret.
Yeah, and the passed out guy on the stairs didn't hear it.
Right.
None of the guys upstairs in the lobby heard it.
Right. But just like a beautiful femme fatale smoking a cigarette in a car, and then she pulls out this massive science fiction bazooka.
Yeah, there was a bazooka's welcome sign, but it was blown out last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the previous jilted lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that joke would do better, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah. It didn't do very well.
So Tom has to go.
It. I gotta go. I gotta
go
everybody.
too. I gotta go to work as well. I haven't showered yet or done anything.
I gotta wake up my family. It's a whole thing. Good grief.
You gotta wake up your family.
Tuesdays, right?
I'd just like to thank my co-hosts for accommodating a hobbled man, so that not making me get up at 6 a.m. and go down, try and find a spot in the basement of the hotel from which to.
Well, at least I always had But while I was traveling, I would just do mine at 6 a.m. from wherever I'm at, so you guys could do it.
If I was working,
that's true.
If I was working, that'd be fine. But I'm on vacation here, dude. You want me to get up and wake everybody up, and then go downstairs? It takes a half hour to go downstairs. You don't have to wake anybody up.
You just go and find a room and do it.
Yeah, find a room. It's easy, no problem, right? Except for it takes a half hour to walk downstairs.
Also, to Dan's credit, he did not bring up his foot issue at all when we were trying to schedule this. I was you can get up at 6 a.m. You're like, I don't know.
Are you staying in a hotel or like an Airbnb sort of place?
Hotel. Beautiful little old school hotel with those tiny rooms. Yeah.
Boutique.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
You can look it up. It's the Hotel de Marigny. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that how I say it, sweetheart? Right.
Sure.
Right. Everybody else I'm with speaks French, so it's easy.
Beautiful.
Go fuck
Well,
yourself.
they speak. Her whole family speaks French.
Yeah, whole family speaks French.
Her whole family speaks French.
Yeah, including the kids.
What's her What's her background? What's her nationality?
Well, she's half Swedish and half. Her father's from Palestine. So
That was doing the names. The names sounded.
Yeah, it is. It is a reference to a Syrian dynasty or a Syrian warlord or something. Oh my Yah.
Yeah.
Oh my Yah.
Why did you
my
judge
Siri
everybody, Mike?
on my phone
No,
says,
I'm not.
Oh my yeah.
You
sound like my racist grandmother.
No.
What kind of name is that?
You know what? I gotta go.
No, Mike, go ahead.
I need to. Yeah.
No,
I'm just saying.
She speaks English, French, Swedish, and God knows what else I haven't asked.
Well, if you haven't asked now, don't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's been a few years.
It's embarrassing when you haven't asked in a while and you're like, oh, you do speak Klingon. I didn't even know.
Doesn't everybody?
All right.
All right, everybody. We gotta go. We gotta go. I'm gonna be fired over this show. That's not true. That's okay. Everybody, thank you for all the flowers and cards you're sending to Dan during his convalescence in France. Wham! And convalescing in France.
Obviously, there's no time for trivia.
No, there's not.
Turn it off.
Turn that off. Turn it off.
Down.
I'm not even kidding this time. I gotta go.
All right, let's go. Come on.
We'll do double trivia.
Double
some
trivia
other day.
next time.
Yeah. Double secret
Go ahead.
probation.
Just get through it.
Please join us next time, where Dan's feet will be miraculously healed, and he'll be back here in the States, and maybe we all will be. Who knows? Maybe it'll be in the middle of the night. Who knows where or when we'll be recording from next? Here on the ever more popular Blues Brothers Minute.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Please find us online at bluesbrothersminute.com. That's Blues, B-R-O-S Minute. And then find us on Facebook at Blues Brothers Minute, same spelling, and at Twitter at Blues Bros Min. And if you want to support the show and get some fun stuff like early access to shows and postcards from the three of us, go to www.patreon, patreon.com/ditchdiggers. You'll be glad you did. And if you love this show, you will not hate the Caddyshack Minute, which you can find in the podcatcher of your choice, or you can head over to caddyshackminute.com. See you next time.